My name is Danielle Galella. I was supposed to present to you guys about what I do in TV production, but unfortunately I was booked for work. I'm in Georgia right now, but I put together a little video for you guys to show you a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes when you're working on things like TV shows, movies, and commercials. I'll start off by telling you a little bit about myself. That's me, and I've been working in TV production for about 3 years now. I've done things in a TV studio like this. I've done some fun photo shoots where I work with big brands, and I've worked on commercials. Basically, my job as an assistant and a coordinator is to keep everyone on track and organized and assist the team in any way that they need to help us get the job done. There are a lot of moving parts on a production, so there's always something going wrong, but I love problem solving, so I've really enjoyed my job, and it's also allowed me to meet some amazing people. Today, I'm going to start off by showing you guys the behind-the-scenes look at a gear room or production office for the set that I'm on right now, which is for a TV show for HGTV called Island Life. So here we are in the gear room. You can see we have a lot of stuff. We need an entire hotel room just for all of our things that we need. Here is our camera gear over here. And we have so much stuff that we even have to use the bathroom sometimes in the shower to put all of our cases in. This is one of our big cameras. We use lots of different types of cameras on set, but this is the main camera that someone would use when you're watching a TV show. And then we have this over here on the tripod. This is called a slider, and you would put the camera on the slider when you need a nice smooth shot. And see here, you can move it back and forth and it'll hold the camera nice and steady. And I have an example of that for you here on another shoot I did using the slider. Next is audio gear. You can see that's called a boom, and that's a big microphone. And then we have these small microphones. This here is a video monitor that would, hey guys, allow you, the producer or the director, to see everything that's going on the camera. You see that guy in the blue jacket's watching one. And then you see me here. I am watching the video monitor just to make sure nothing goes wrong. But you can be anywhere on set and see what the camera is seeing. We have lots of cameras. There's one of those big cameras I mentioned. But we also have really small cameras, like this one. This is called an Osmo. And we can use this for holding it out the window while we're driving, or sometimes we mount it to the back window. We also have this type of camera, a 5D. This might be something you guys are used to seeing. Once we're done filming everything, all the footage goes to editing, which is what my friend is doing here. So if you're into computers, this might be a position that you would be interested in. Another thing we have a lot of in our gear room, which is very important, is a lot of batteries. Because without batteries, none of our stuff would work. So I'm actually in here now making sure that everything is charged, ready to go for the day. You'll see here I have to switch out all of our walkie batteries to make sure when one dies, we'll have enough for the day. And yeah, it's really important. That's how we talk to each other on set. We don't always have cell service. I'll show you my walkie-talkie here, which is just like what you guys are used to, I'm sure. You turn it on, we have a volume knob. But instead of talking right into the walkie-talkie, we use this here, which is a two-way surveillance mic. It has an earpiece and a microphone for us to talk into, because sometimes we have to be quiet. One thing you have to get used to working in production is that you have to get up really early sometimes. But it's not that bad because they keep us really happy with a lot of snacks. Sometimes we have to work 18 hours in one day, so it's important that we provide everybody everything that they need while they're working on set. Now that I've shown you our gear room, I'm going to take you in the field or on set to show you some pictures of what it looks like once we set up all of our gear. You can see we film in lots of places. We'll do an interview and just about anywhere. even from a kayak. And a lot of times we film on boats, and you'll see there's two. The camera crew will be on one, and the talent will be on the other while we're filming. We film all types of things in all different types of locations. Sometimes we're in the woods at small houses like this one doing home renovation shows, or sometimes we're at a nice new big house like this one, the HGTV Dream Home. Here we are in Key West outside in a garden. But you can also work on photo shoots. Here we are doing a photo shoot for Tanger Outlets for the holidays. So you can see the models are posing, the camera's flashing, hairstylist is using a leaf blower to make their hair blow. There's all different types of stylists. Here you'll see prop stylists setting up some presents to take some photos of. And a lot goes into creating one image to get the perfect photo. And there it is, the finished product. I actually wrapped all of those presents. So sometimes you get really weird jobs. Sometimes I have to blow up a bunch of balloons. Sometimes I have to stuff a bunch of pillows in a shower. Here I am just holding up a reflector trying to block the light for the camera guy. Sometimes I get to operate the camera myself. This is me running the camera for an HGTV show. Sometimes I get to help out the wardrobe stylist, so we get to pick out all the clothes that people wear. I've also helped out the makeup department. And I've even gotten pulled to be in the photo shoots before. So sometimes they need some extra talent, and if you're standing around, they might grab you and throw you in a photo or in a scene. Like I mentioned earlier, we do work some really long hours, so sometimes we do have to take some quick naps, but we do still have a lot of fun on set. I've gotten to do a lot of amazing things because of my job. I've traveled with a famous band. Here's a little clip of them performing, and I'm holding a light again for the camera guy. And there they are performing. I got to travel with them and their family to 3 different cities while they were touring. And that was really cool, getting to be backstage during all of their concerts. I've also gotten to meet some really cool people. This is Alex English. He's a retired NBA player. I've also worked on American Idol, and I worked with all the celebrity judges like Katy Perry. And sometimes after work, we get to do really cool things. Just recently in Key West, one of our talent, they also happened to be a pilot. So after work, they took us up for a quick flight in a small little Cessna. So here's some shots over Key West. And the best part of it was that I was actually able to fly the plane. Yes, he let me fly, believe it or not. It was a little scary, but it was an awesome experience that I will always remember. I was in Tennessee a few months ago, and I got to hang glide after work. We had a really quick day, and it was right next to the hotel, and I decided why not. So I've really enjoyed my job in TV production. It's allowed me to do a lot of cool things at work and once I'm off. But there are a lot of options for you if you're interested in this type of career. There's always something different, always something going on. And there's so many options of different positions that you could work in. You can be a camera operator, sound, director. If you're into makeup, you can be a makeup artist. You can do people's hair. There's even jobs where all you do is wrangle horses if it's an old Western movie. So the options are literally endless. So if you think this is something you might want to do when you're watching TV shows and movies, think about what it looks like behind the scenes. And maybe what position you might be interested in if you were to work on set. Anybody can go into TV production. You don't have to go to college. All you have to do is be willing to work hard, stay motivated, and take action.